Hey Disney friends, it's Amber with Mickey Travels. So I have been waiting about a month to film this video, and I just keep putting it off because I would be unsure of what I would say, etc. But some new things came to light yesterday regarding Disney closures and cancellations, so I thought I would finally make a video discussing the impact of the Disney closures and cancellation policies, etc., and kind of just have a frank conversation with you about what I know. I keep this journal that I got for Christmas full of the stuff that I want to do on this channel. So if I have an idea, I'll just sit and write down on there. So at the beginning of March, when some of the stuff was starting to come to light about the coronavirus, I began writing down some details regarding Disney World's cancellation policy, as well as Disney Cruise Line and Disneyland. And then slowly but surely, as days turned into weeks, things were changing, and so this video would have been completely out of date. In fact, I was gonna make a video about, it's really rare for Disney World to close, and here's some examples. So good thing I didn't get that out there before all of it. So I hope you stick around and just have this conversation with me regarding what's going on, what I know, and something that Disney has decided as of yesterday to offer to people who have been impacted by the closures. Stay tuned.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
First off, for those of you that have been impacted by the closures, meaning that you were supposed to go in March and maybe are anticipating going in April or May, you're confused, you're frustrated, and I totally get that. And the reason I get that is because Disney World made the announcement to close the night before we were going to get on a plane and go to Disney World. I know a lot of people that do what I do tend to be annual pass holders or go often. If you guys watch other YouTubers, they're there all the time. I just can't do that. I'm a school teacher, full-time school teacher. And so going once a year, if not every year and a half, is what we can do. So we had been planning this trip for a really long time, and then things just didn't happen. So I feel that frustration with you guys. It's not like, oh, I'll just go again in a month. We have to sit down and plan and do everything that you're doing. So that's why I think this video will hit home with a lot of you, because I'm in the same boat with you, and I'm also on the phones working for people that have the same situation. So before we jump into what's been current, let's talk about what Disney World's cancellation policies actually are. And then hopefully if you're watching this and you're thinking, well, what if this is still around in October and maybe the year after? What are my options and what are the cancellation policies? These are what have been attacked for a really long time, and Disney is modifying these currently because of the situation, but just know that this is the regular cancellation policy. If you cancel your Disney vacation before that 30-day mark or that final payment mark, you're going to get a full refund. So initially, to book, you have to have a $200 deposit that counts toward the balance. So that would even be refunded. The only thing that will not be refunded is if you bought travel insurance, which I'm sure will be a very common thing purchased from now on. If you cancel your trip after you've made that final payment at the 30-day mark, so it's day 2 to 29 before your trip, you will actually only lose that $200. Everything else will be refunded back to you. And if you cancel one day prior, you're gonna lose everything. But Disney is super flexible, and that's why is one of the millions of reasons why I love this company so much, is because something's happened and they are very flexible as far as changing dates. So if something happens a few days before you're supposed to go, you can modify your reservation to months later without really any kind of penalty. They do have a change penalty after that 30-day mark, but it's usually only if the price of your package goes down. They'll charge like a $50 change fee. It's a little different if you have a room only, so if you cancel 5 days prior, you don't have a penalty there. And then if it's less than 5 days, you will lose that first night deposit that you paid. Airfare will also not be refunded. I didn't mention that on the package. So if you booked airfare with Disney, that will also not be refunded. There are different sort of cancellation policies with Disney Cruise Line. So if ever you guys are specifically needing a Disney Cruise Line video, I can do that. But it just depends on how long your cruise is for cancellation policies. It's various. It's percentages off the cruise depending on when. But you will lose 100% of your fare if you cancel 14 days or after. Meaning like 14 days until the cruise. And if you cancel before final payment for that, you will get the full refund. So I had this whole page on like what you would do if Disney like closed while you were there, but this is no longer relevant. So now let's dive into what's been going on. If you were going in March, Disney was able to give you full refunds and or move your dates without any penalties there. Everyone got full refunds, which was fantastic. Most airlines also offered full refunds, so we can tend to see that trend hopefully for the April and May trips. Currently, as of today, which is March 29th, Disney is offering a promotion for those that have canceled in March and now are considering canceling for April or May. It goes all the way up till May 31st. So if you have a trip from now until then, Disney is offering what they call a summer dine recovery kind of package, where it's very similar to free dining. You will be getting a complimentary quick service dining plan with values and moderates, and the Disney dining plan with deluxes. This is very huge. This is not for new bookings. So this is for those of you that actually had to cancel or already changed dates. So if your trip fell into the March 16th through May 31st time, so meaning you're still going in May as of right now, Disney is offering this to you, which is kind of what I'm going to get to in a minute, is kind of Disney's way of saying, it doesn't sound like we're going to be open, but we'll get to that in a second. So this is a great promotion for those of you that qualify. Now, you only can do this on the phone. And it was released last night, and I instantly got on the phone because I had a few clients I knew that I've already switched dates that this would qualify for, and was on the phone for a very long time. They've actually closed the phone lines today because so many people have called in. They are not going to run out of this promotion. Disney wants to make sure they satisfy the needs of those that they disappointed, so more than likely there will be plenty of this available if you were unable to get on the phones today. If you did already cancel and you have not rebooked, you can actually take that reservation number from the past and rebook with that. And I'm looking into this, but if you go ahead and rebook with a brand new confirmation number and are just so overwhelmed with everything and need some assistance, you can actually transfer that new reservation to me and I can help you guys out in any way. I know I do shameless plugs a lot, but this is part of why I have this channel, is to market, but it's also, I love you guys so much, and you guys give me great compliments on my videos, and you're sticking around and watching everything, even if you've been and done with Disney. I just want to make sure you're taken care of and would love to help you with that. So please reach out to me if you are rebooking it's a new reservation, or you're considering it for summer and on. It's just helpful to have someone with you, especially when something like this happened. So all the clients that I was working with, I was able to, in the past day, I was able to get free dining for if they move their dates. Some of them have just canceled outright and don't know when they can go back, but Disney's just trying to help and say, well, if you want to go from June 1st to September 30th, we're going to give you free dining. So again, that is not for any new packages, it's for those that were impacted in March through May. If you need more information about that, be sure you like my Facebook page. I have specific details about it to see if you qualify. And then again, if you're interested in transferring after you get that brand new booking number, comment below or email me. That stuff's down below too, and we can see about that. With that being said, Disney has said that they are closed until further notice. And based on what I'm seeing online and what we've seen kind of happen the past couple days with some fast pass issues, meaning there's been nothing available for the end of May, it seems to be safe that Disney is probably not going to open until the end of May, very beginning of June. So this promotion was the first hint that June 1st is when this promotion starts. I cannot go in and book anything before June 1st online for people. And the fast pass thing this morning was kind of my third strike as far as being like, okay, I think it's going to be June. This is not official from Disney. This is just a speculation from me, who's been on the Disney scene for a while and who's been online for the past like 2 days straight working on this stuff for my clients. What advice do I usually get for those that are in April and May currently, though, that are like, well, we've got perfect dining reservations, fast passes. We don't want to lose that because if we switch to a June or July date, everything could be gone. Case in point, we moved to July because that was the only other time we could really go. And we lost Ohana. We lost the Disney Villains After Hours because it's not going to be available when we go there. The Star Wars dessert party is not available yet. So we lost some pretty prime reservations and events. So I get that. People want to wait. And you know what? That is my advice. Just wait until you hear something from Disney, and then we'll make our decision later. So Disney's kind of pushed people a little bit with this new promotion, but it is my suggestion to just wait it out, see what they have to say, and then we'll go from there. I'm seeing a ton of availability in the summer still, with the exception of like those fantastic places like Ohana and Sci-Fi, which were the two we couldn't get. There are still plenty of rooms available at some of the major resorts. I just know that it's up in the air and we don't know, but stay positive. If you book later, book in the summer and it's still not going to work out, move it again. Disney will be flexible. It's not a big deal. So to sum up, my advice is 1, consider what Disney is offering to change your dates. The free dining plan is a huge discounted promo. So if you can take advantage of that, I would try to. It could save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, depending on the length of your stay and how many people are in your party. 2, be patient. Disney will get announcements out there. They will be very flexible if you need to change plans or move dates, even if it's the day before, which was what we had to do. Super flexible, no fees. Everything was refunded, and we actually saved money by going to July, so we got a refund for that. And 3, just try to stay optimistic and know that Disney and its travel agents are working hard to make sure that everything is going to be fine. On a personal note, like I said, I'm a school teacher, so I get the hunkering down thing. We are not in school for another month. I do this online thing with the kids online. We don't have kids, but I have plenty of friends who have kids, and it sounds like it's a struggle. So posting videos right now is just difficult because I just don't know what to talk about. I've been doing this channel for a while. I have hundreds of videos on all sorts of things. So I would be very happy if there's something specific you want me to talk about to kind of keep our minds off things and maybe do some videos. So in the comments below, if you have an idea, please let me know. I would love to know your feedback on that. I feel like I do tons of videos on dining and resorts, but if we need more of that, I can do it. Just search my videos because I've done a lot and I just want to make sure I don't repeat myself. Okay, I know it's still questionable about what's going on, but as of yesterday, I think we have a more definitive answer. So if you're thinking, if you're going in April and May, right now it's your decision. Do you cancel, rebook for the summer, or push to maybe next year? Because it's leaning more and more towards that June 1st date. Nothing official from Disney, but we're just putting pieces together. If you have any questions, comments, just want to visit, I'm here. Be sure you like my Facebook page. I've got information coming in daily on that, and I try to respond to comments on here as quickly as possible, so feel free to comment. Have a magical day. We'll talk soon. Bye.